Top of the morning, laddies. My name is Chance, and welcome to or should I say, welcome back to What If Zuko had the multiverse as his powers? So, in the last part, I went over how he, like, became the, how he got all the voices of him, but mixed with, certain characters. Like, there you go, Chaco, Mina, Round Girl, Doomsday, and the Todoroki. But there is so many other ones that he could use. And he's immortal. So, and he got hit in the head. And then whole Doomsday arc. That's part of that's what I will label it as. Sorry. So now here. So Zuko was at the hospital, and then the pro heroes asked him why did he do it and all that stuff. Then he doesn't remember, but then his face becomes Doomsday's as he tells them the whole truth about how he was born and all that stuff. So in that, so now we're on to so after the USJ, then a couple weeks have passed, like 2 weeks. He was training he was training with Doomsday. As both of him and Zuko uses their powers. Hours. Like 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3. Yeah. But then Nezu, or so then at the sports festival, they did their commentary. And Zuko, his headaches keeps flaring up as he quietly tells himself to knock it off. As Doomsday says, it's not me, it's the other guy. As his body changed, as Tenya, or Zuko's entire body, as they know that's a different personality. As they ask who he be. Oh, me? I'm similar to Tenya Ida from Class 1A. But let's say Tenya and Zuko fused to create me. That's what I basically have the powers of Tenya. It allows me to have speed, but I go way faster. As they're like, really? Yeah. As Tenya meets him, sorry, the Tenya was saw him. Wait, so what is your name? Tenya Zuko is my name. You already knew about Doomsday Zuko. I came from an alternate universe. Earth. See, I am not a. So yeah, Zuko ends up looking at, or when Tenya said, "Wait, so you're Tenya Zuko?" Yes. The where I come from, the it is quite complicated. As Tenya says, "Okay." As they agree, so then let's say they're. I may take part of this race one, okay? And then I'll let the other two, who personalities, do the rest. So he got first place. He's and yeah, in a race and cavalry battle. But then in the fight one, let's say it was Todoroki, or no, not Todoroki, yeah, because I'm skipping his, because he knew that he can't handle the multiple personalities of a person. So then, yeah. Plus, Bakugo versus Ochako. Ochako's knocked out of the ring, but then the a alternate version of let's say Zuko. No, I can't remember, but let's say yeah, Bakugo Zuko. No, yeah, or Bakugo Deku. That's what it is. And the one that you saw before you, I'm trying to find it out, so give me a moment to find this one. So, Bakugo Deku, the one that you said before you, he ends up saving Ochako's life by exploding Bakugo. Or, like, boom! As he knocks Bakugo, as he picks up Ochako, puts her on his back, and he explodes all the way to recover girl, sets her on the bed, and then as everybody is confused of why, as a recovered girl can tell what personality is you are now in. I'm Bakugo Deku. I'm a fusion of Bakugo and Zuko. Hmm. Really? Yes. The as he explains that to recover Girl that each alternate version of him has two traits. Or you already met Doomsday Zuko, the Tenya Zuko, and me. Him. Him. So, as Recover Girl, so when you said, and you meet, or when we are meeting new alternate forms, what happened to, or what happens to Zuko from ours? Well, he's still there. He's just, see, each one of us has a troubling backstories or all that stuff. But you, whom all of us have one, he knows it. So then he goes back to, as he sits down, or actually it was now Todoroki versus Zuko. And Zuko ended up like something triggered him, like his power, or then he ended up switching dance partners with to, yeah. So then, yeah, Zuko ends up becoming like he tries so hard to not be like, he really tries not to be so like pushy on a whole thing. So when Todoroki or Endeavor saw like Todoroki Deku, he thought in his own mind of, as he properly introduces himself to an Endeavor of, I am Todoroki Deku. Nice to meet you, Endeavor. As, yeah. So then a battle commences. As everyone's confused of why there's two Todorokis, but then Eraserhead tells Music Mike that Zuko has multiple personalities. And he says, as Todoroki Deku says, it's my power. Multiverse is my power, actually. Or your alternate, or your Zuko, who has this power, that allows him to connect to all of us, all of the Zukus, as he points or he puts a hand on his chest. And including me, as he says that. So, all the other alternate versions that you all saw, it's all Zukus from alternate timelines. So, let's have a fun game, okay? Todoroki, or should I say this world's Todoroki? As Todoroki's confused of why he says this world's Todoroki. But then it dawns on him that, as Todoroki says before we start battling, that there's this question. How many Todorokis are out there? Well, to be honest, I'm not into that stuff. Oh, I'm more into have fun with people. In my universe, as he explains, in my universe, we had fusion in, like, I've been fused with you, him, and of course Bakugo fused with Ochako. And the Bakugo Ochako, I had a crush on her. As Todoroki Deku says, because she was always so naive, aren't they? So, let's begin. As Todoroki's like, man. As Todoroki Deku used his own version of ice, and his fire at the same time, without any drawbacks. As Todoroki was holding back on his fire, but then he realized that he saw that mark underneath, or same mark on Zuko. Look at that mark. Right here. As it reminds him of why, as Todoroki Deku kicks him out of the ring. I'm making a prediction of me versus Bakugo. Oh. So, as he knew, oh. As, so now the Bakugo Deku, the one that I showed you earlier, this guy right here, is getting prepared to make sure as he ends up becoming undestructible. So now, yes, Zuko ends up winning, and so now Bakugo versus his alternate form where he was just at. So then, but he says, ready? And Zuko, or Bakugo's Zuko, or Bakugo Deku says this. Heck yeah. Let's finish this. Or let's finish this battle. As he cracks his knuckles, as he beats Zuko beats Bakugo, as he says, alright, I win. So, yeah. So then he won it all. Oh, and then Bakugo. So then now, the internship, as he always sits at the back of the class thing. As all the students, as he's trying to sleep. But one particular girl from class 1A, or from 1B, has a crush on him. And class A student has a crush on him. Or two. So that makes three. From class 1B is Rinko. Class 1A, or two from class 1 is Momo and Ochako. No. So then they start or they try to keep him awake from, but these teachers know that, or Blood Hero knows that he is tired out because having all those multiple personality things with that quirk is pretty, or with that power is stressful, as Blood Hero takes it easy on Deku. So he says, are you doing okay? Yeah. They're just arguing on certain stuff. Like what? Well, you know how some of them likes to play games. Well, at the chest game, they tried to win, or one of them tried to cheat, and the others yelling at the other. Yeah, it was kind of weird, but yeah. Azuku was fighting his self, or them, as he so he fell asleep, as everyone knows, as they put a blanket on him, because they know that it's gonna be hard for him to control himself. No. So then as the Zuko, or let's say as he tells them that if it's okay with you, I'm gonna let the other versions take control until I wake up, okay? As Zuko says that, as they're like, yeah, it would be on autopilot thing. And guess who he chose? Or or guess who came in? Was Mina. Like Mina Zuko. I keep saying Maya. Mei. May. I meant Mina. So yeah, to drive. As she introduces herself as, I am Mina Zuko. Nice to meet you all. Oh. As they're like, man. Because Zuko just his power can also change his gender. So he can go from boy to girl to boy to girl. Like, he could go 1 minute as that guy to the next minute is to that girl. Yeah. Whoever made this design, I may use it or may use some app to make it look better. I'm not saying it's crummy, but it looks actually to see how it will do a little bit big. So yeah. So Zuko ends up, or actually, they meet her. They get to know her better. As now we're on to internships things. As so she asks, the hero killer Zuko. I couldn't figure out the name of hero killer Stain mixed with Zuko. So, yeah. To deal with hero killer Stain. As, yeah. They did. So Zuko has been sleeping for a long time. Or actually not that long. He tries to do that stuff. So yeah. Then all of all of the Zuko's. So he's yeah. So then at the camp arc, who gets captured was Zuko Midoriya. Because All For One heard that Zuko has the power of the multiverse. So then Zuko ends up is getting scared. So they didn't put a mouth thing, that mouth guard, onto Zuko because they knew that he doesn't have a fire quirk. As when Zuko used his tried to use his alternate selves, then it didn't work. As Zuko breathes out, but ends up breathing fire as all the villains were burnt. As the handcuffs melted off of him, as the flames, he used the flame to move, or he melted a door. He escaped. As All Might, was, or actually, Zuko couldn't believe what he had done. As he felt a hand on his chest, not grabbing his heart, but on his chest. Like someone just as he sees in his own, as he sees so many alternate versions of himself. Some as girls, some are boys. They all see, we knew that you had it in you, because most of us have the quirk. But you do too. But you have a flame manipulation quirk. As the Doomsday Zuko says, yeah, the in the quirk doctor lied to you. I'm so ready to tear that doctor apart like what I did in my universe. Huh. Yeah. And Zuko says that. And the basically All Might showed up as they, then the black goo comes out of his mouth, teleports him to where All for One is at. And the whole bomb explosion, and then All Might versus All for One. But then Zuko is scared out of his mind. But all of them agree here on one thing. That Zuko, or that All for One must die. As they all agreed, as when they all agree, they become this supernova. Like if it was him on has the infinity percentage. Yeah. Zuko went beyond human. As he stops the All for One attack, as he says in multiple voices, he says, "You will not harm my friends, All for One. You will die by my own hands." As Zuko uses his full power. Or to who crush All for One's heart. And, or actually, he used a unique skill, Fox Hunt, as he grabs All for One's heart and holds it above his head and crushed it. As it really gets his power going. As he used it, he wiped All for One from fabric of reality. And yeah, I'm making him overpowered. As All Might and Bunny Girl and everyone that saw him using that power is like they have their eyes popped out of their heads in that surprised look. Like, what? Like, you don't know what I mean, but this one. People's faces. Imagine everyone's face as that. Because Zuko just went over the paths of destiny. Yeah. As everyone, even like, they could not believe Zuko was the one. Yeah. So, yeah, basically, he is stronger than a normal human, alright? So then, yeah. So, when Zuko went on tier, or on All for One, he unlocked his awakening quirk. So now instead of controlling the flames from short distance, he could, like, let's say if there was a flame in some other part of the world, he could bring the flame all the way to him and use it as his shield, his sword, or to cook with. Yeah. Or use anything. So when he did like all that, he did look at Shiraki, or not Shirakisen, Kirigiri. He used his hand on Kirigiri as Kirigiri's splitted into two multiple personalities. One was his like dark side, or him, but it's like someone ripped yin out of yang as they see and made Kirigiri more human than a Nomu. But Cloud Boy, the one that separates in, so yeah. So Cloud Boy, he was been reanimated into his new body. Yeah. So basically, yeah, Zuko has enough power to destroy anything. But when he is like his body is now, as he collapsed, um, um, as All Might and the Pro Heroes were about him, so they all like took him to the hospital, or most of them, but rest of them, all of the or rest of them helps the people that were under the rubble. And Zuko has no memory of it. So, yeah, Zuko uses his flame. His body can't, like, so when he tries to move around, yeah. So then, yeah. So now it was time for when, let's say, Inko heard that Zuko was, or actually, she was blessed with him, not accursed by him. And even Hashashi, this man right here, oh, no, this man right here, he ends up, um, saw his son's power and his quirk. Right? He runs. So yeah, as it was finally time. So the doctors told the Asashi that he has, or that his, or actually his son has a power that allows him to connect to the multiverse, alternate versions of him. And they talked to him, and you saw like how many alternate versions. As Mr. Aizawa says, the one that was really talkative was Doomsday Zuko. He told us that his backstory of how his mother got killed by the Quark Doctor. As when Asashi heard that, and it's the truth. So yeah. So then, now, Inko was, let's say Inko was there, but when she heard what happened to Zuko's, or alternate version of Zuko's mother, he, or she ended up in tears. She could not believe that the Quark Doctor shot her in the head in that alternate timeline. As Zuko wakes up, um, um, as as Inko and Sashi told them that they will never abandon him ever again. So then So then they told Zumi that Zuko character, the one that has multiple personality things, he's in Class 1B, right? Yes, that one. He is actually your brother. As Zumi is taken back by this, because she didn't realize that her brother. Yeah. So then, yeah, she has a brother. That, yeah. But there's also, of course, Nezu, who tells Mr. Ozawa and that Zuko will be bumped up to Class 1A, no matter what. He is the top priority. If there's multiple personalities that's coming naturally through Zuko's body, we have to train him to use his powers. Hmm? Yes. We need to. As Zuko says, as the Eraserhead says, what are these? Those are actually Zuko says those are my pills from the court doctor. Though he told me that in order to keep those voices down when I'm sleeping, I have to take one every minute or every day. If not, then those voices keep getting louder and louder. Huh? So then, yeah. So then the overhaul fight, Zuko was there as he uses, or he tells Doomsday Zuko that to take care of him. As Doomsday Zuko possessed him, and he ends up beating the snot out of Overhaul. And then yeah. So then Ares thought he was a big scary monster, so she was hiding behind in the, as he knows that he saw her face before. In his world, he killed her, but yeah. So then he ends up walks up to her, took a knee, took a knee, like bow, as he tells her that he is sorry for scaring you like that. And as he reaches over and hugs her, as he tells her that he used to have an Aries. She, of course, she died because of my rampage. And she didn't know that. So she wants to hear his backstory of why he became this. As he explains everything. Where the quirk doctor shot his mother and all that stuff. So, yeah. So then, when you're actually kind of lucky, Aries. You have this world Zuko. Oh, that's not like power crazy kind. So yeah. So now this is gonna be the end of the what if. Please leave a like, share, subscribe. And for the thing, I am gonna the three people like Momo, Ochako, and Rinko. All three of them dates Zuko and gets married to him and had 6 kids. But they all have the same thing. They have like a fusion of their like Mina or like Mina or no, not Mina. Momo and Zuko. I don't know if that works. So these Momo and Zuko creates her. Yeah. So their daughter Honor was that, but their son is the same. Same thing. And then Ochako's, yeah. You know the drill. So, this is the end of the what if. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video of who should I use next. Like, should I use Ochako, or what if Zuko was Ochako? Or what if Zuko was Todoroki? Like, I'm gonna think about doing a new what if series that's like, what if Zuko was fusion with other other characters, aka like Todoroki fused with Zuko or Bakugo or anyone, and make up their own backstories. So, if you did you like this content of the of him doing that? So yeah, please leave a like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And if you guys want me to do any fusion of, that's a new series called, would be fusion, not Pokemon fusions or Yu-Gi-Oh fusions, because they have their own like, I'm not trying to copy them, but they need like more fusion in My Hero Academia stuff. Like, I do like the how Todoroki and views with Deku is, because he looks so like, he looks just like Todoroki, but with green hair on this side. And yeah, so huge shout outs to the one who made this, this is go check him out if he does have a YouTube channel. If not, huge shout outs to him. So and people like the one that's in the bottom corner right here, this one right here, is huge shout outs to them too. Yeah. So now let's do the drawing things. Like, after I make a YouTube short stories. So, bye.